Welcome back. It is the Flow Friday Sports Show here on Flow FM, where we're getting things underway tonight by speaking with Julia Woodall, who's the president of the Oyen United Netball Club, sadly for the last time in season 2023 after the grand finals across Sunraysia Netball last weekend. Julia, lovely to have you with us for the last time. How are you?
Good, thanks, Alice. How are you?
Not doing badly at all. And Wentworth were not doing badly on the weekend. They secured a couple of grand finals in the bag, Julia. They probably deserve it. The best club overall, at least in the A grade across 2023. We'll start there. And they won 59-37 against Mildura. A pretty comprehensive final performance in the grand final for Wentworth, who have been the best team all year.
Yeah, that was definitely a convincing win, and Wentworth didn't look like they were going to lose at any stage against Mildura. So, yeah, absolutely well deserved by the undefeated side during the year, and we'll all be going back to the drawing board during pre-season and thinking about how we can beat them next year, but. Yeah, they had a really good win and good celebrations as well by the looks.
All right. Well, I've got to ask you this, Julia. Just looking at another league, so in the Hume League, we've got a similar situation. Osborne, they just cannot be touched by anyone, and it looks like they're going to win their grand final pending some sort of disaster, although you never know. It's a grand final and anything can happen. But again, similarly to Wentworth, they've been the strongest team all year. So going into 2024, it feels like in Sunraysia, like you say, everyone's just going to be sort of getting together and trying to figure out a way to beat Wentworth. But Wentworth against the rest, what's it going to take and what makes them so good?
I think they've been building their side for a few years now. Like they've had a really consistent side for about 5 years by the looks. So obviously when you bring a team together, you just got to work out what works and what doesn't. But they can pretty much read each other's minds, I would say. So they've been working together for that long, and even with our A and B squad, you can sort of see how working together over about a period of 2 or 3 years now, how it's starting to really consolidate. And once you've been playing together for ages, it just becomes second nature. And Wentworth definitely put in the time off the field as well, in the gym and doing recovery and stuff as well like that. So I think that might be part of the recipe for a winning side, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
I'm going to ask you this, Julia. If Oyen United had been strong all season long, and that would have in turn, you would think, provided some more pressure on the likes of Wentworth, do you think we could have had a closer grand final, whether it be you or Mildura contesting for the premiership against Wentworth?
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, I think we just had to sort of work out where we were at after losing our main shooter Taylor Wilsmore at the end of the 2022 season. So just sort of had to regroup again and figure that out and find new positions in that way. So I think, yeah, possibly if we'd had a consistent side from the start, but Cara did really well to get our girls back in shape and back in their winning form.
Not the only Wilsmore that's missing in action in Oyen. We can't get Andrew on half the time to talk football on the Flow Friday Sports Show.
He's a busy farmer, that man.
There you go. Well, congratulations to Wentworth again. Let's look at the B grade where, again, Wentworth were successful against Mildura again, 48-32. You saw some of this game, I think, or the whole game, I reckon. So tell us about how the B grade grand final went.
Yeah, once again, like the A grade, Wentworth didn't look like they were going to lose at any stage, and both Wentworth and Mildura were really tough sides to beat. Myself having played B grade, and they were both really good contenders for the grand final. So it was good to see Wentworth take away the win. They were great girls to play against, and earned their premiership.
Okay, in the C grade, we've got a closer final, which is what everyone wants to see. Mildura, not victorious, but in their third senior grand final. What a season they've had overall. They'll be really, really unhappy not to take any senior premierships out of the season they've had, Julia, but gee whiz, to get into 3 of the 4 senior grand finals. Pretty big effort. They went down by 3 goals, though, to Irimple, who also won the A grade football, mind you. So how did you see this one?
Yeah, 3-goal win, 30-27 to Irimple. And Irimple's, once again, a really strong side and has been for many years in the C grade. They've got a lot of experienced shooters who just seem to be able to shoot the ball from wherever they get it in the ring. So they're awesome, and I think seasoned premiership players as well. So they have the experience behind them to beat that C grade side. And commiserations to Woodall having lost all 3 senior grand finals they were part of, but it's a really amazing effort to be able to get into them in the first place. So I would take that as a win still.
All right, Julia, well, it's been great having you on. You've done an extremely good job at covering for Caitlin Vine for pretty much half the season, really. So we thank you for your efforts. Have you got any closing comments for us before we let you go for season 2023?
I just want to say that Caitlin Vine, I think her spot's been taken. I'm now the media cover for the Sunraysia. But no, thanks very much for having us, and it's really good to be able to broadcast our efforts as a club via the Flow FM station. So yeah, thanks for having us.
Well, Caitlin Vine, you snooze, you lose. That's all I've got to say. Julia Woodall, you've done a fantastic job, not only covering for Caitlin and doing these reports for half the season, but also as the president. Really well done. And you've had another proud season. Didn't quite get as far as you would have liked, but another memorable season for Ian. All the very best with pre-season. It looks like we'll be speaking to you again next year. Take it easy.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks very much.